Watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
This segment sponsored by Carlson Financial.
We hear a lot about earnings season. It refers to the period during which publicly traded companies release their financial reports, including their quarterly or annual earnings to the public. So why is that important and why should you be paying attention? We have our financial expert, Carlson, CEO and founder of Carlson Financial, to explain. So yeah, earnings season, I kind of joke, sounds a little bit like a movie of some kind.
Yes.
Who will survive? Why is earnings season important? And maybe it gives clues to who's going to survive, and that really is why.
It is, that's true. It's earnings season and some may not survive it. So if they come out and announce that we had a big loss, our revenue is down, then all of a sudden their stock price is dropping quickly, dramatically. So a lot of stock analysts, and we watch when the earnings are released. So usually that's a quarterly thing that's happening and earnings start coming out. And you're watching to see. So first of all, analysts are setting expectations for, here's what we're expecting is going to happen for Microsoft because of this and this. And so the stock price is already being affected according to what they're saying might happen. And then all of a sudden it gets released. And did it meet expectations? Was it below expectations? Was it above? And that's when you start to see prices move and change. So you can trade stock based on that. Like, okay, this one doesn't, I don't think it's going to do well, so I might get out of it.
This is kind of like your annual performance review or quarterly if you're an employee from your boss. And then as you mentioned, this is the stock price volatility. That's why it's important. This is where you hear, oh, so-and-so said didn't meet expectations, and then all of a sudden the entire market is in turmoil.
It'll affect sectors sometimes. So if this was Apple, then and Apple's earnings were way down or their revenue was down, then all of a sudden everybody's looking to, oh, it's going to affect all the tech companies and the whole sector can drop.
So that's how it affects the interest that people might have, is that correct?
Yeah. So, I need to get out or I need to get in, it's looking good.
How much does it offer guidance and outlook for what decisions maybe you should be making personally with your investments?
So if you like watching stocks and picking stocks and tracking them, then it can be pretty important because they're also talking about what's coming up. So not only what just happened now, but these companies are kind of releasing this is our future expectations. So you can begin to determine, do I hold this stock? Do I sell this and buy this other one? And you're looking at earnings season to figure that out.
How important is that, the earnings season itself, those financial reports, to how much analysts are putting into their future outlook?
It's very important. Yeah, they watch it like a hawk. And all of them, there's a lot of analysts out there, man, they are fixated on it because they've been projecting. Also, it's part of their reputation. Do I listen to this analyst because they're never right, or is this analyst usually on? So they're watching it, they're wanting to get it as close as they can. But if they see a big difference, that's a quick change in the stock price.
What other factors might there be besides the earnings season, though, that you should consider when making these decisions?
So I think you can look a little bit towards a sector, and you can kind of look at what's going on in the general economy and how does that. So when the pandemic was going on, you might have wanted to be in pharmaceutical companies and things like that because all of a sudden their revenue was shooting up and their earnings were going up. And so you're watching what's going on all around you, and then you're getting more specific when you're looking at that sector, what's going on in that sector, and then you drill down during these reports and the earnings season. How's this very particular company doing, this one company? And they're also going to tell you, here's the company says, this is what we expect for revenue for the next quarter and even for the next year and even beyond. So you want to pay attention.
All right, so one crucial piece of information. Appreciate it.
Open season. It's not the same as a movie, though.
No, it's not.
No. Yeah.
We don't know
that
the
was
ending.
Good, though.
We don't know the ending.
That's
so
right.
Pick your own ending.
And sometimes it's not a happy ending. Sometimes it is.
You never know.
Yeah.
That's what makes it kind of fun,
That's right.
actually, to pay attention.
I think so.
Carl, appreciate that, sorting
Thanks,
that
Melissa.
out for us. We're going to sort out that situation with the weather when we return.